Here we are at NeoCon 2009, and this year was another terrific year. This year was a year where we probably had lower attendance, although we haven't tallied those figures yet. But my guess is that we had as many design firms here this year as we did last year, maybe fewer people from each of those design firms. But what was important is that the decision makers were here from those design firms, and people were here, they were talking about projects, the mood was upbeat, and this is a mature industry, which we all know, and there are some advantages and disadvantages to a mature industry. One of the advantages, or several of the advantages, are that this is an industry that has known hard times before. They've prepared for it. There's a mature management group, and we saw many companies introducing new products that were terrific. They are investing in their R&D efforts. They're staying in front of their customers because they know that when the market does turn around, when corporate America does start buying, that those companies that have invested in those new products, that have stayed in front of their customers, will benefit, will steal market share from those who don't. So what we saw this year is an industry that by and large understands that, and virtually every manufacturer had something new that they were introducing this year, and just by the fact of being here, it's a statement that they want to stay in front of those customers, in front of their customers, and take advantage of the market when it does turn around. The other interesting observation about this year is that many manufacturers have diversified their efforts, and in the 2001 through 2004 recession, many of those manufacturers that were just focused on one segment, the office segment, really had a difficult time and struggled through that recession, but took that time to diversify into other vertical markets such as healthcare and education, and focus on the government business. And this year was a great way for those companies to benefit from this more stable business in those sectors as they had developed products and they had developed distribution to approach those markets. This year we had about 1,000 manufacturers participating, as we always do, in about 1 million square feet. The show was as large as it always is, and we look forward to pulling out of this economy. And I think if we have any indication of the positive attitudes that we saw in this show, it's feeling like we're pulling out of this recession, and next year will be a much better year, and many of these companies will come to NeoCon with a lot more business under their belt for next year than they had this year. Thanks for coming to NeoCon. We look forward to seeing you next year.